Troy McDonald, Coldwell Banker here today. I want to talk to you about interest rates this week. Where are they going? Where have they been? What's happening? How are they affecting the housing market? These are a lot of the questions that I'm getting from my clients and people just in passing when they want to talk to me about real estate. So we're going to cover a few things today. First, we're going to cover what are the current rates? Where are they? Where have they been? And how are they impacting prices of homes and the sales of homes? And probably one of the things we're going to try to dig into is the buyer and seller behavior. So we'll look at some sales data and then make some suggestions as to what you can do as a buyer or a seller to improve your the sale or your purchasing power as it relates to these mortgage rates. So let's start with the what are the current interest rates? So I pulled this up today, and as of October 26th, just using $600,000 as a loan amount. I use that because that's right around the median price in Martin County, Florida. With 20% down, a 30-year fixed, pursuant to this one website, but there's several out there, but pursuant to what I found here is 8.477%. A 15-year fixed, we're looking at 7.585. And then if you want to get into a 10-year or 6-year ARM, you're looking at 8.1%. So those are some of the rates that are out there. There are other rates. There's some that are more competitive than others. It will depend on your banking institution and your credit score, of course. I think this one was based on a credit score of 720 to 739. But if you've got a higher or lower score, of course, your rates are going to be affected. So let's kind of talk about how we got here. Going back and looking at what the interest rates were for the preceding 4 years, pre-pandemic in 2019, the average 30-year fixed rate was 4.13%. 2020 was 3.38. Then as it continued to fall, we hit 2021 and we got down to 3.15. Then it started to climb in 2022. The Fed started raising rates. There was a lot of concerns about inflation. There was a lot of extreme inflation, especially in the real estate market. So they started raising rates, and by 2022 we were at 5.53%, which then that leads us to the over 8% where we're at now. So what does this mean to you as a buyer or a seller? Well, as a buyer, it means you have less purchasing power. Your monthly payment will be higher for the same amount of money. So I started looking at trends of real estate for the last few months, and it's this year that the rates have really started to accelerate. So I only went back and I pulled up two reports. I pulled up a market trend report for March of 2023 and one for September of 2023. And the reason I did that is because that's when the rates are really starting to hit as far as the changes in March. And then we had the changes as they start coming in September, if we're kind of really starting to feel it. So going into March of 2021, and I'm going to use my home county, Martin County, Florida, as the location. And we're looking at a median sales price in March of 2021 is $626,000, which was an increase over the preceding month by 7.38, and the average for the year at the time was 579. But as we continued, the average for the year of the median home price for a single family home in Martin County had hit 608, and then what we started seeing it trending back down. It was actually kind of coming back down close to where it was. No, it was actually below about where it was for year to date in March. So we saw the median rising, peak, and now we're starting to see it decline a little bit. And I think that's absolutely because of the interest rates. The interest rates are making it harder. There's less qualified buyers, and there is less purchasing power of those buyers because their payment is going to be so much more, or they're going to need to put a much larger down payment down. But there are other factors within the price. So I'm going to kind of talk about some of the other factors as we get into the sales data. As we go into the sales data, I pulled up, courtesy of the Martin County Realtors of the Treasure Coast, this report that just came out. This is the third quarter sales, comparing them to the third quarter of 2022. So this is year over year averages and numbers with percentage in changes. So one of the things I like about this report, as far as the numbers, is in 2023 there was 478 sales in the third quarter. In 2022 there was 483. So very close in the numbers as far as the number of sales. So right down to even the number of cash sales. Cash, there was 213 cash sales in 2023 for the third quarter, and the third quarter of 2022 was 214. So really no real difference there. As we get to the median price, we are still seeing the median price go up over the last year, or it went up 1.3%, which is definitely a kind of so you can see it slowing down. Shows for the quarter, the average median price was 587.5 compared to 580 the previous year. What did surprise me is the amount of dollars. The average sale price increased by $100,000, and the total value of $430 million versus the 390. You can only five sales difference, but 40 million in dollar value. So there was some very expensive homes that have sold, and what I've been seeing is that the higher end homes are not really being affected by this market. There's a lot of cash buyers in those high end homes, and they just don't seem to be affected by the interest rates as much. So, and inventory is pretty close, but it's at 2.9 months of inventory for this year versus 2.7 months of inventory last year. So I think that shows that the inventory is still low, and what is driving prices is that inventory. So the lack of inventory, people are not willing to trade a 3% mortgage for an 8% mortgage. So they're keeping their home. They've refied. A lot of people refied, cashed out. And now for them to go buy a new home, they're going to have to pay up that, they'll sell their home, pay off that 3% mortgage and go get a 8% mortgage. And they don't see themselves moving up doing that. So what is the Fed's influence on this? Well, the Fed is everything. They're the ones who decide where the interest rates are going. Looks like I think they're going to temper that for a little bit. I hope not. I heard, but some numbers are coming out for the economy as far as job reports and GDP that are pretty strong. So hopefully that doesn't cause another rate hike. So what can you do as a home buyer to help you move yourself through the process? Well, one of the things that you can do is go out and get a pre-approval. Find the appropriate mortgage broker, banker, lender that works for you, that you can work with. There's many good ones out there. Give me a call. We can talk about who they are and what they offer. But go through the whole qualification process. Get completely pre-approved. The only thing that they will need when you find a house is to do an appraisal and make sure the house appraises. Get everything done, because if you do that, that's going to give you more negotiating power. Look at buying points down. Use the interest rates as a negotiation tool. Look at most importantly, make sure you get a good inspection on the home. You don't want to be surprised after you purchased home and find something that you had missed. So make sure you have a qualified inspector doing the home. If you're a seller, look at buying some points. Buy the mortgage rate down to help. It might be better off taking $5,000 and buying the points down, or $10,000 depending on the price of the home. They help someone get that lower payment to put them into the home. Do I have a crystal ball and tell you where prices are going? I don't, but I do believe here in Martin County and on the Treasure Coast, they're starting to plateau. Uh, I think that we're going to see them plateau until the heart of season. I think come this winter, we're going to see another influx of population. I just looked and I saw that it looks like the population numbers are higher than they were last year as far as migration to the state of Florida. So those are some of the options. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I'm here to help you. If you just want to find out what your home is worth and what you could sell it for, give me a call. I'm happy to give you a free consultation and go over the value of your home and help you with some options as far as what you might do with your real estate goals. Again, that's Troy McDonald. Please follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm going to put those up right here up on the screen to remind you. It really makes a lot of difference when you subscribe or follow my videos. Again, Troy McDonald, Coldwell Banker, 772-260-9458. Look forward to hearing from you.